So what is an honest mistake? Do you allow your soldiers to learn from honest mistakes? What's the difference between an honest mistake and unforgivable sin? That's next on Ask Top. Team, welcome to another episode of Ask Top, sponsored by MentorMilitary.com. I'm your host, Command Sergeant Major Retired Mark Gerecht, and today we're going to discuss honest mistakes versus unforgivable sin. As leaders, we are responsible for both the good and bad within our area of responsibility or scope of influence. We are also responsible for helping to shape, grow, and mentor the future leaders of this great nation. As part of that responsibility, we must be able to recognize the difference between an honest mistake and unforgivable sin. I will begin by putting rough definitions around the terms. Hey, before we get started, I'd like to encourage you to stop by MentorMilitary.com. They're the sponsors of Ask Top, and they have a great selection of products, tools, and software that will allow you to spend more time leading your soldiers and increase your quality time with family and loved ones. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Enter YT10, that's Yankee Tango 10, at checkout and get 10% off your order. Look in the description below for some links. So what is an honest mistake? In my opinion, an honest mistake is a mistake that does not result in serious injury or significant property damage. Subordinates learn valuable life and or leadership lessons from honest mistakes. Others in the unit can learn from them as well. These mistakes can take many forms. Some examples might include a minor vehicle accident that results in minor property damage, a failure to recognize an unsafe act due to inexperience, failing to check or follow up on a task to ensure it was completed to standard. Honest mistakes are most often made by inexperienced soldiers. Once the lesson is learned, they will probably never make the same mistake again. So, what is an unforgivable sin? In contrast, an unforgivable sin cannot be classified as a mistake. These are acts or events in which a soldier made a conscious or willful decision to do something they knew was wrong, or allowed an act or event to occur that was unsafe, illegal, immoral, unethical, and or resulted in serious injury or significant property damage. Some examples are driving under the influence, abuse of illegal drugs, stealing, lying, gambling with subordinates. There are also times when an individual makes an honest mistake that is such magnitude that it becomes unrecoverable. If a pilot accidentally pulls the ejection handle in an aircraft, they are leaving the aircraft. It was an honest mistake, but unrecoverable. Likewise, a leader who fails to safe a weapon and causes a negligent weapons discharge that injures an individual cannot be undone. Personnel who leave classified material unattended and later find that the material has disappeared have no definite way to know who has seen or taken the material. Anything that causes serious property damage, causes serious personal injury, damage to host nation relations, and or injury to our national security is an example of an unforgivable sin. These are mistakes that fall into the category of unforgivable sin due to the magnitude of damage. Even if the most well-intentioned and honest soldier and unit makes one of these mistakes, there's nothing they can do to reduce the magnitude of the problem. Hey, if you like the information we're sharing, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get the latest information that we're sharing. Hey, back to this honest soldier making an honest mistake of great magnitude. It's difficult in these situations, and you have to take a balanced approach to figure out what the solution is. So as a leader, look at things from a balanced perspective. Discipline is often a balancing act between maintaining good order and discipline and emphasizing with your soldiers. So what is the purpose of discussing honest mistakes and unforgivable sins? A well-rounded leader examines every incident from two perspectives. First, as a leader charged with enforcing standards and maintaining discipline, and second, as an individual who can empathize with the soldier. It could have been you in the soldier's shoes. After all, you were inexperienced once. You might even be in their position at some point in the future. This is a balancing act, and the goal is to find the sweet spot. You can be a hard and fast leader who operates in a zero-defect world. If that's your style, be prepared for subordinates who do not take the initiative. do not question orders that may be unclear, are unmotivated, and have little respect for you as a leader. If you are an empathetic leader who weighs what happened against what can be learned, then chances are you will be considered fair and just. This can foster initiative, pride, willingness to seek clarification, high morale, and esprit de corps. In a nutshell, it comes down to a simple leadership principle. Treat others as you want to be treated. Help them learn and grow not only from their mistakes, but the mistakes of others. When the unit can honestly learn from its mistakes, the unit becomes more efficient and the team becomes stronger. I'm not suggesting that you lower your standards or that you treat critical errors as minor events. On the contrary, I'm encouraging you to deal with individuals that choose to commit unforgivable sins while ensuring that the unit grows by sharing lessons learned through honest mistakes. Good performers need to see that substandard performers face significant consequences when they choose to make poor decisions, and substandard performers need to see the benefits of doing what is right even when no one's looking. So as we wrap this up, please check out mentormilitary.com. The links are below in the description. Leave us a comment as to what you'd like to see in the future episodes. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until next time, stay safe and stay healthy.